How beautiful is this? I've always wanted just to take some time out and come down here to the botanical gardens, sit on a bench facing the sun, and as you can see, I've got the sun up there just beating down on me at the moment, even though it's a fresh autumn day. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's a spectacular Sydney day, but out in the breeze, the wind does have a bit of a chill. The sun has teeth today, and it's quite chilly in the wind, but I'm sheltered here out of the wind, just as you can see, sitting on a bench with the Opera House and Harbour Bridge in my view, and just relaxing. The site that I'm working on at the moment is shut down today. The union has shut it down due to some reasons beyond my control. So I thought I'd just come down here and make the most of these moments, because you don't get too many opportunities in life to be able to do the things that you want to do and not be distracted by the things that everybody else around you wants to do. So what I'll do is I'll make the most of this moment, and I'll bring you another 5 a.m. club. And today's topic, today's book summary is entitled Find Your Why, by a fantastic author by the name of Simon Sinek. And he basically gives us a call to action and tells us, flat stick, straight out, as blunt can be, that fulfillment is your birthright and not a privilege. So your objective, your mission in life is to feel fulfilled, regardless of what that fulfillment is. Each and every one of us have a different measure of what fulfillment is, but whatever it is, you need to go out there, you need to seek it, you need to find it, you need to celebrate it, and to make the most of it is, I guess, the basic lesson that we have presented to us in this book summary today. And the author then goes on to say that what we should be doing on an occasional basis, I wouldn't say a regular basis, but occasionally. Like today, I'm sitting down here, I'm chilled, I've got nobody annoying me from a work perspective, no radios blaring out instructions. The children, my grandchildren are over there in the Opera House at the moment watching Bluey. I thought it was Paw Patrol, but I asked a couple of people a little earlier, and they said that the Bluey is performing a show in the Opera House, and there were thousands of little kiddies coming, all very, very excited, as I guess my granddaughters would have been as well, and I hope they have a great time there. But the author says that what we should be doing is looking at recent stories from our past to find your why. You know, what are your buried passions from your past? Because when we were young, we had lots and lots of passions, lots of dreams, lots of hopes. And the author is inviting us to try and relive those moments, try and re-identify with them, and test yourself to see if any of those passions, any of those dreams, any of those wonderful stories are still valid. And if they are, then to put them on the list of things that you want to chase over the next few months and tick them off. Because having your whys is important, and also we also need to use our hows to be efficient in implementing our whys. But you've got to start off with the whys, The whys are the things that drive you, that attract you, that make you who you are. So don't be the sort of person, and we're surrounded by lots of people who have given up on their why and are spending all their lives just trying to make other people's whys come to fruition. Look, there is a nobility, there is a nobleness in people helping other people achieve their whys, and I do that all the time. It's my natural state. I love helping people reach their dreams and reach their potential wherever possible. But we mustn't lose sight of the fact that we have our own needs. Each and every one of us have a mission, and we need to be able to at least feel a sense of fulfillment for our mission, as well as helping other people reach their missions. So the author tells us that we need to not only think about our whys and to access our whys, but to live our whys. So this whole exercise of looking at your past stories will help you identify your purpose. Past behaviours can also give you a good idea about how you should go about living your whys. Now, we're surrounded by people who have influenced us, and we want to model ourselves on them because we find their whys or their behaviours, their activities as being interesting enough for us to try and achieve those things as well. So how do you go about living your whys? The author here, once again, invites us to take some time to think about how you work. So write down your daily routines that allow you to perform well. What is the particular routine? What is the thought process? Who do you interact with who help bring out the best in you and allow you to achieve your whys, to enhance your whys, to create sub-whys and further whys. But all of that needs to be journaled and written down. There are far too many people around us, including myself, who spend not enough time journaling. But thank God I've got Jim's 5am Club for myself, because by talking about what other people do and talking about other people's experiences, it is a vicarious way for me to identify what my whys are, or the things that drive me or interest me. But I really need to do a little bit more in terms of writing down, and instead of writing down other people's whys and hows, to spend a little bit more time journaling and creating my own library of material. Because as Jim Rowan said many, many years ago when I attended one of his seminars, and I think his seminar was, I forget where it was. I remember Steve Covey's seminar was in the Opera House. I think Jim Rowan was at the old entertainment centre. I'm trying to picture him in my mind's eye, but I keep on forgetting now. But I think it was probably more the entertainment centre that he would have been in. But he said once back then that what is more important than just having a library full of books is having a library full of books that you've written. Your journals, your thoughts, your dreams, your feelings, your disappointments, all of those things. So the author then finishes off their book summary with the third point. And the point in the third instance is that once you have your why, you need to start practice sharing it as much as possible. Because if you know your why, you're already ahead of most people. Because most people are still searching for their whys, and sadly but surely, when some of them may come across their whys, physically and emotionally and spiritually, they may not have what is needed in order for them to dig and develop and make that why manifest itself and happen. So you must express fully and share your why, is what the author is saying, which is a little bit different to what other authors say. Some other authors say that we must keep our whys, our deep secrets, our dreams to ourselves, because by sharing them, we get into a false sense of security, thinking that we've actually achieved it. Because some people, just by talking about their dreams and goals, convince themselves that they've actually done it. Because there's a very, very little difference between reality and a vivid imagination. I finally got it out, so sorry about the stuttering and carrying on. But from what the author here is saying is that if you're vocal and you're excited and passionate about your why, and you express it and share it, then chances are that you're going to be inspiring others to search for their whys and to want to live their whys. So it's a perfect answer to what do you do, and to try and figure out your answer being your why. It will help you define your mission statement. So it's one of the tasks that we all have to do, is to craft a short one-sentence why and write it down. Doesn't have to be complex, doesn't have to be complicated, doesn't have to be well thought out. It's got to be something that aligns with your, with your calling, and to make sure that the actions you take, the time you spend, the people you hang out with, are going to help you leverage your time so that you can achieve your why. There's no use having a why and then putting it on the back burner and not doing anything about it. Once you get a why, then you must immediately do something to try and move further along the path to achieving that dream. So thank you once again for joining me. It's a beautiful, beautiful location that I'm at, sitting on this bench in the sunlight, in the quiet, just hearing the waves lapping against the shore there, hearing the boats in a different distance, hearing the occasional seagull, watching and hearing people walk past, and just listening into their many conversations that they're sharing amongst each other as they come past, with the Doppler effect. As they get closer, I can hear it louder and louder, and as they move away, I hear it less and less. And you do have examples of people who are walking on their own, but chatting on the phone. So once again, you can always be connected. You don't have to be with somebody all the time to be connected, as this lady here is doing. She's walking, she's talking, and she's having a moment, a shared moment with somebody, which is what life's all about. So thank you once again for joining me on this episode. I look forward to coming to you again from a different place with a different message as I get closer and closer to my goal of 1,000 vlogs by the 27th of May. This is my 4th for the day, which makes me very, very happy. I just need to do another couple, and I know that I'm on track to smashing that goal that I've set myself. Yassas, Filakia, and bye for now from Jim on Jim's 5am Club. Yassas.